Well, hey there, boys and girls of the YouTube world. Today I'm going to show you a quick little trip on how to make your Mopar run like a GM. Everybody asks me why my Mopars run so good. It's because they got GM parts in them. So here we got the King, my old 68 Dodge D100, but it's got a 76 Leaning Tower of Power in it with the electronic ignition. But it was acting up. It didn't really want to start. It'd crank and crank and crank. But if you ran a jumper wire from the positive over to the positive side of this sweet Excel super stock coil, she'd light right off. And I'd had enough of this thing. I didn't really understand how the Mopar wiring works. So what we did was put a GM HEI module in it. Works like a champ. Guy's been doing this for a million years. I'm not reinventing the wheel. I found this online probably like at least 15 years ago. Worked great on a 360 that I was doing. So I thought, I'll do the same thing on this 6-cylinder. So you just grab yourself a GM distributor. You don't even need the distributor. You just need that module right there. That one's actually got a GM one in it. I like to use the standard LX301 or LX301T. But what I did is I grabbed a distributor and I got the connectors off it. This connector's missing, but I got that plastic connector right there. Grab that guy off the distributor. Well, actually, I got both of them off it. You can see, you could use regular spade connectors, but they just don't stay on there. They don't look as nice. These don't really keep water out, but they look a lot better. What I did was rob those off a GM HEI distributor that I had laying around. You can see the boot where it goes through the casting right there. Oh, that's missing on that too. This is a good distributor for junk. And then what I did was I had this, you gotta have them grounded out, and then you want them have a heat sink on the back side. See how they got this big thick chunk of aluminum that they screw to? You always want to make sure you put that dielectric grease or whatever they call it on the back side, otherwise it'll burn these things right out. And then make sure that they got a good ground. That'll kill these things too. So you can see I got this one grounded to the body, and this runs over and it goes right to that body ground, which is tied to the engine, which is tied to the battery. So I got a chunk of aluminum. I think I found some kid's, I don't know, razor scooter or something on the side of the road. He abandoned it, so I quick snagged her up and ran her through the bandsaw. Drilled a couple of holes, countersunk them, screwed her to the firewall. Found my new LX301T standard ignition HEI module up to the firewall. Drilled and tapped a couple of holes, found some screws. That was a pain to find too that were the same. And then these two wires go to your pickup on your distributor. Easy way to remember that is those two wires right there go to the pickup on the GM module. And I don't know, looks like the gray one is on the right and the tan one or the pink one is on the left. I tried them the other way right off the bat, didn't work, so then I flipped them around, ran like a champ. It kind of farted and tried starting and stuttering and whatnot. Flipped them around, ran like $1,000,000. And then you got these wires up here. Like I said, this is your ground wire coming out. This orange wire is hooked into your power wire. You got to make sure that that's got power key on and cranking, because Mopar's got two wires coming through that connector through the firewall that go to this stupid resistor that Mopar was so proud of. I'm real glad I got rid of that piece of junk. But anyway, one of them's got power with key on, and one of them's got power at key crank. I don't know, silly Mopar things, but this was probably the only issue that I had. I could have just replaced that resistor, but anyway, we got gooder parts on there now. So like I was saying, you got hook power up to that one, just twist those two wires together over there where they got power at key on and key start. Hook that up to the orange wire here. And this orange wire already is kind of teed off from the GM from the factory. You can see, well, this one, they're pink and black because it's been cobbled up. But anyway, I left the pink one, or orange, whatever it is there, hook that to the positive side of the coil. And then this black one that was going to your condenser, hook that up to that power wire coming in from over there. So you got power here. And then this one goes to your negative side of your coil, right there. Oh hey, look who decided to show up. Duff Dog. Goes to your black and orange. And these two go to your pickup. So you got ground, power, and the other side of that goes to your power side of your coil. And then this goes to your negative side of the coil. You got 2 wires going to your pickup. Bada bing, bada boom. I think the only wire I had to add was this red wire going over to there. And then these 2 wires were coming off the coil already. And these 2 wires are coming off the pickup already. So I got to shorten those up a bunch even. Look at this cluster of garbage that I got to eliminate. I gained all of that wire from my collection. Yeah, that might have been bonus stuff that was on the alternator before, but and then that connector was off the 74, I think. But most of that stuff was stuff that we got to get rid of. Plus we got rid of this stupid resistor, 1950s technology, still being used in the 70s. And this ugly magical Mopar box. Ooh, and plus I got a spare HEI distributor cap connector to throw on the shelf. So there you have it. Super easy. And if you don't want your Mopar buddies to know that you're doing super sneaky GM stuff, you could take and gut one of these, solder your wires on the back side of this, leave that garbage harness in there. Nobody would ever know. And you can pick one of those up anywhere. Saturday, Sunday, 5 o'clock at night. Easy to find. Your buddy's probably got one in his glove box. So there you have it. Quick and easy way to put GM HEI ignition module on your Mopar high energy ignition. Easy to find parts, cheap, readily available. Can't go wrong. Plus it irritates those Cooper sound guys, so everybody wins. So I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Make sure you click like. That really helps the channel out. All you new subscribers, I appreciate that as well. Comment down at the bottom. Tell me what you think. This works great. I know a lot of the Mopar guys are going to just scoff me and beat me down for it, but whatever. It works great. I got a couple of them like this, and I got way more GM parts on the shelf than I do Mopar stuff. So this is the way to go if you're in my shoes. But you get to rub it into people's face too. The Mopar runs great with GM stuff on it. All right, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Everybody have a good one. Remember, it doesn't matter how you get it done, as long as you're having fun. Duff, you want to go for a rip in the D? Oh, you love rides in the D, don't you? Oh, yeah. So much garbage.